Hello, everyone. Welcome to our team building boot camp session one. So today, my name is Jessica Bissinger, and Kit is also going to be helping us do some trainings. So today, oh, hold on a second. We have some others. So today we are going to be going over the Kit's going to do the profit pool here in a minute, and then I'm going to do the mastering the invite. And or no, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm going to do the mastering the invite, and then I'll also be doing the Facebook, going over that, what exactly we need to be doing to prospect on there. And then Kit is going to go over the Craigslist, and then I'll end today with the LinkedIn. So let's get started. Kit is going to take over now.
Hello and welcome. Let me get this ready and we'll start off with the profit pool. So limiting profit pool, this is going to be the basics and explain for you and how it works for you. So it's gone by a couple different names: profit pool, team building program, mentorship program, different ways it's been explained, but you'll hear profit pool most of the time. So, team building is like discovering the hidden gem within our incredible business journey. It's that exciting moment when a agent, either by choice or through natural camaraderie, tap into the wonderful possibilities that come with building a team. And here's the best part: every agent who holds a rank gets to share in the rewards, becoming part of the collective profit pool. So we're going to go over the ranks here today of how it starts out with the profit pool. So the first rank that we would hit when you hit executive is with three junior partners. So that'd be three agents that are underneath you. When you hit three agents, you get the rank of executive. You're going to get $45 to $50 paid out monthly. So that's about 13% of the profit pool. Once you hit six agents with you, you're going to get paid out approximately $90 to $100, which is 14% of the profit pool. At that point, it would completely eliminate your monthly. Once you hit the rank of silver, that's nine partners that are going to be underneath you, you're going to be paid $110 to $125. So not only is it going to go ahead and take care of your monthly, it's also going to start getting you more money into your pocket. Then at that point is when it starts to get up to the bigger point. And so that's when we're talking gold. So when you're hit silver, you are part of the leadership team at that point. When gold, you're going to have 15 junior partners with three silver partners. So that's going to pay out a minimum of $1,000 to 1,120 paid out monthly. So how that is paid out is $250 to $370 plus the $750 leadership bonus. So that's where you're going to hit 12% of the profit pool and have that. So how that's going to break down is you're going to have one account that's going to have 15 partners and three additional accounts underneath that have the silver. So they're going to have the nine. Then at that point, when you rank up to the next one, it's going to be platinum. That's an organization of total of 300 partners that pays out 2,500 to 4,050 paid out monthly. So that's 1,750 to 2,300 plus that 750 leadership bonus that you're going to be able to go ahead and get on there. Now, with that hitting the platinum, you got to have no more than 100 partners that are in three legs. And that will be that part there. Let's go on to the next one. So the advantages of getting into the profit pool, again, the monthly fee will no longer be a concern. Instead, it will be conveniently deducted from your e-wallet in the back office. You're going to unlock greater earning potential with each booking made by your personal partners because you'll receive that commission that's paid out to you. When they do the booking, you'll get that commission. As you build a team, we actively contribute to the remarkable growth of our company, supporting each other, empowering them, and helping everybody reach their goals. And then cultivating a community of our amazing culture is meant to be shared and celebrated. So we have the different types of like I mentioned on there, intentional or organic at the beginning. When it comes to team building, there's two approaches. Now, intentional is planned. That's when you go ahead and you are actively looking to find teammates by posting in social media groups, putting up a job ad, maybe having it on different websites. It could be even as simply as passing out flyers somewhere. You are intentionally trying to go ahead and help people out, getting them to partner with you. Now, the organic, which is the natural, that happens when you're super excited about being an agent and you talk about it a lot, and your enthusiasm makes other people curious and they want to learn more about becoming an agent like you too. They want to know, hey, how can I go ahead and do that? Either way, I think it's with a lot of people in our company, it's going to be both ways. They're going to be intentional, but yes, organic over what they have and can do. So there are three different types of marketing groups that you can go it through and start with. So the hot market, that's going to be people that you know. That's going to be family, friends, coworkers that you have, people that are in your main circle right there that you would see and talk to on a daily or monthly basis on there. The warm market is going to be like people you've met. Maybe it could be through work. You've met some people that come in there. I work 9 to 5 at the bank. So I have some people that come in that know me, but I'm not, personally good friends with them. Friends of your friends, relatives of family friends, or friends of family members. That will be the warm market. So it's not quite everybody that you would know and see all the time, but yet people you are acquainted with. Now, the cold market is going to be like the online platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, people that you don't know, but you maybe have an acquaintance or are starting to build an acquaintance with. Job advertisements or people that you meet at events or gatherings that you go ahead and share about the business. So someone's interested in the business. So what's next? So you want to arrange a time for them to join our live presentation. We have the corporate presentations are held twice daily from Monday through Saturdays. Then travel knowledge, we have our one presentation daily from Sunday to Saturday. So you'll be able to go ahead and accommodate for people all through the week. You can invite guests to any of these presentations where a senior leader will provide information and guide your agent to follow up with you for the enrollment link. Now, when you invite someone to a live presentation, you can either pick a time for them yourself or use a calendar link to keep everyone organized. Don't worry about answering questions before the meeting because the presentation will cover everything in a great way. Just remind your guests that all their questions will be answered during the meeting because people will always have a lot of questions. Shows up here, the example of the corporate presentation and then our travel knowledge presentation for this month. Now, how to enroll an agent. So at the end of the presentation, offering a group sign up where you can guide them through the process can really be useful. While some may sign up immediately, others may need time to consider. In such cases, you'll use the traditional sign up method where you'll guide them through the process via text or a phone call, giving them instructions as needed, and we will go into that more in our third session. So, when you want to talk about the structure, pay, and a little bit more about the counts. So, you are allowed 2 accounts to sign up per social security number and 2 accounts per EIN. So, that's a total that you can have, could be 4 per person to go ahead and sign up for yourself individually. Whichever rank you hold on the last day of the month at 11:59 PST is what you will get paid out the following month. To be qualified, you must have your monthly paid to receive residuals and must be active. Of course, residuals are paid out every Friday after the 15th. These funds are deposited into your back office e-wallet on the Wednesdays before you must request the withdrawal by 12 p.m. PST to be paid out that following Friday. If the 15th lands on a Friday and we're paid the following Friday, that's when you'll get paid. If your monthly due date falls on a residual payday and you do not have money in your e-wallet, be sure that your card on file is up to date and has funds to cover that. Your payment will run at midnight of that day. The system will automatically hold your monthly for the next payment and you can withdraw anything over that amount. So whatever it is that you signed up at is $89.99, then it would hold that there and then be able to draw whatever is above that. There is a minimum that must be available of $25 after the monthly fee in order to withdraw that. And that is it there, guys. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to Jessica.
All right. Hello, guys. I'm back. So we're going to go over the invite. And some of you may already know this. Some of you may have been through training about it before, but we're still going to go over it because it's very important. All right. So how to invite people via Facebook. Facebook is like our number one where we go to for prospects. Okay. I get a lot on there. It's really important. So I'm going to just go over this. So when someone contacts you about the business through a Facebook post, follow these steps to maximize your results and effectively get guests into the webinar. Okay, one, do not send a video. Sending a video prematurely gives away control of the conversation. You won't know if they've watched it. You lose the opportunity to answer questions or clarify misconceptions. Instead, keep the focus on a live interaction. If they request more information, encourage them to message you directly. Then you're going to add them as a friend on Facebook. Adding them as a friend opens a window for them to see your journey and success. Even if they decide to, they don't Even if they don't decide to join right away, they'll remain connected to your updates, building familiarity and trust over time. And number three, engage in conversation. Most prospects will reach out with a message like, "Hi, I saw you're a travel agent and would love more information. I saw your post. How does this work?" Respond promptly and with genuine interest. Use a tone that is friendly yet professional. Being a travel agent has been an amazing journey for me so far. I'd love to show you how it could work for you. I'm curious, what about this opportunity stood out to you? Is it the flexibility, the income potential, or something else? If they don't reply after your initial response, don't spam them. Simply move on and keep the door open for future engagement. When they respond to your answer, now is the time to send the invite to the meeting. Move on to step 4. Now, here is your script for inviting. Classic approach. Okay, respond in about 3 to 5 words regarding their answer, then quickly in the same paragraph, invite. So, rather than trying to explain everything here, we actually have an invite-only meeting. This session covers our host agency, pay structure, travel perks, and what it's like to be a travel agent. Which time works best for you, blank or blank? So, this is great if you are just hand scheduling, okay? This is exactly how you're going to do if you're hand scheduling. If you're using Calendly, that's a whole different thing, and we'll get into that once we cover Calendly. Pro tip, always suggest the next available webinar time. If they're unavailable, offer one alternate option to keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things, okay? Step 5, schedule them. Script for confirmation. Again, this is for if you are hand scheduling. Awesome. Looks like we still have a couple of spots left. I just need your phone number to confirm your place. You want to take them out of Messenger, or if we're doing like Facebook, take them out of the Messenger. You want their phone number so you'll be able to text them directly. Most people check their text messages more often than they check their Facebook Messenger, okay? Once they provide their number, great, you're all set. Please download the Zoom app or create a free account at zoom.us. I'll send you the meeting link and ID about 30 minutes before the session starts. Can't wait to see you there. Step 6, send the meeting ID. So it's 30 minutes before the webinar. You're going to text them via the number they gave you. Send a friendly reminder, hey, or hi, whatever their name is. Just confirming your spot for today's meeting at whatever time. Um, Please reply to this message so I can send you the Zoom link. Once they reply, provide the details. If they don't reply, you're not sending the meeting details. And that's how you're going to know if they're in the meeting or not attending the meeting. Okay. And then once they reply, you're going to say the meeting starts at whatever time. Click the link below to join and enter the meeting ID. And then you put the meeting ID. And you'll have to check the calendar. We have calendars for that, which we can go over here later, on getting the right ID for the right meeting. Don't forget to name your device properly. You're also going to tell them this, so that way, they're already a step ahead. Don't forget to name your device properly so we can recognize you. Don't want to call you iPhone or Samsung. Make sure you choose audio by the computer device so you can hear us on the Zoom. Step 7, you're going to attend the webinar with them. Attending the webinar alongside your prospect allows you to understand what they're hearing and feeling during the session, answer any immediate questions afterwards, and you do not always need to attend, but you must check in and follow up immediately after a meeting. Pro tip, be prepared to follow up with your prospect immediately after the webinar to discuss the next steps and address their thoughts. Your primary goal, get them to commit to the webinar, not to sign up on the spot. Avoid answering too many questions before the meeting. It could overwhelm or confuse them. If they ask questions, screenshot their messages and send them to your mentor for copy and paste responses that keep the focus on the webinar. Okay, so with that being said, what I like to do, I've seen the presentation meeting 1,000 times, if not more, okay, by all of the presenters that present it. So I necessarily do not attend the whole entire meeting with them because I know exactly what they're going to say, when to say it, when the meeting's going to be over, and so on, okay? So what I do, after you have already seen the webinar so many times, you can recite it word for word, then you're going to log in at whatever time the meeting is. The first one, the 11 a.m., it's 2 o'clock for us. So about 1:58, I end up getting logged in into the meeting. And then I go ahead and once they start the meeting, I'm like, okay, the meeting started. Great. Now I'm going to go ahead and start checking my prospects in. So I'm texting them, telling them exactly what I need to tell them, and we're getting ready to go over what to tell them now. Okay. And then at the end, I'll text them back and do the same thing to close them out. Okay. So now we've already got them into the meeting. So now we are going to go over, this is closing oh my gosh, closing prospects, tips, and scripts. A lot of you may have already seen this document, have this document. That's great. If you do not have it, reach out to me and I will get it to you. Okay. So first 5 minutes of any prospect meeting, you have invites scheduled to attend. What do? You're signing on to the webinar. You are checking your list of attendees and marking who is there. You want to know who's there, who's not there. That way you can always follow up with those later. Okay. Remember that prospects ask themselves can this person get the results they say they're going to get me? So you want to go into any transactions with the prospect under posture. Remember, they need to find the opportunity. Remember that time should be respected. For corporate meetings and presentations, prospects are instructed to let you know if they are there. Even on our team presentations, they're again, same thing. They're instructed to let you know that they're in there. If you don't get a text or an email within the first 2 minutes, I send out the blue script below. So, what do you do if you invited someone but you don't see them in the meeting in 5 minutes? Now, of course, on our team presentations, you can go in there and look at the participants box, okay? And you can see if you can find your prospect in there. And if you do, I still reach out to them because I want to make sure that they have my number. Okay. So I'll be like, hey, John or Susie or whoever, I see that you made it to the meeting. I'll talk to you afterwards. You know, short, simple, and sweet. Okay. And then if you do not see them, or it's a corporate presentation, you're going to say, hey, John or Susie, we're in the travel meeting. Where are you? Okay. And a lot of times you also can add in there, it's, like I'll say, hey, John, it's Jessica. We're in the travel meeting. Where are you? And then a lot of times they'll come back and they'll say, I'm in the meeting too. And I'll just, at that point in time, which we're going to get into that, you're just going to heart it or like it or something like that, where you're not really responding back a message, but they can see that you saw it. Now, if you have an Android, then I know iPhones allow us to make a heart or something like that, but Androids, I don't think they do that. So you'll have to just be like perfect or, whatever. Try to just keep it where they're not going to keep asking you questions. Like you want them to pay attention to the meeting. Okay. Um, and then posture and the ball in your court. You never want to come off desperate. Successful people are not desperate. Do not ask them if they need to reschedule off the bat. If you were 5 minutes late to a job interview, would they offer to reschedule you right away or would they ask you where you are? So once they're in the meeting, at most give a thumbs up. This is where I was referring to. Don't distract them. Like I said, we want to make sure they're paying attention. Last portion of the meeting, you have invitees confirmed at sign back in. You should be aware of when the meeting ends so you know when to follow up with the prospect. So I typically start signing back in about 35, maybe 40 minutes into the meeting. Okay. And then it may not be done yet, but I typically will just hang around until it gets done. That way I can tell exactly when they're done with the meeting. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So when you hear or see the I'm ready in the chat, but prospect does not reach out to you, even if the presenter directed them to, say this. You're going to text them. Hey, Susie, John, I saw you told Krista or whatever the presenter's name, Ashley, Halia, whatever, okay? Um, that you were ready to start your travel agent journey with us. That leaves it open for them to respond back. They will either say yes or they will give some sort of objection. Use the scripts below on objection to proceed next. The meeting has ended. How soon after the meeting do you follow up with your prospect? What do you say? You're going to strike when the kettle is hot. People say yes when they're emotionally in it. They are excited and emotions are high. Now is the time to strike. What to say when following up? Hey, Susie, John, what did you like best about the meeting? That is it. Okay? Is asking for positive feedback only. You're setting yourself up for a yes. My response, I agree with everything they like. Then, in the same paragraph, I say, it sounds like you're ready to partner up with us and get started in the travel industry. Example, if the prospect tells me they love the idea of being able to work from home or be with the kids, I would say, absolutely. Now, obviously, I did not write this, so time frames are a little bit different. Absolutely. I love that I've been able to be a stay-at-home mom. Let me start over. Absolutely. I love that I have been able to stay at home and raise my daughter for the past 5 years. It's been the biggest blessing. Sounds like we're welcoming you to the family. And or it sounds like you're ready to get started and partner up with us in the travel industry. Now, my script is just a little bit different, and you're going to want to make your script fit your life, okay? So obviously, I've been in the business almost 4 years, so mine currently says 3.5 years, and it says, that I've been able to stay at home with my kiddos. And you can say whatever you want because it's your it's your story. From here, when they say yes, they are ready to start. Don't ask them if they have any more questions or if they need more info. Close them. Use the following script to send them the enrollment form. Welcome. So the next steps will be sending you the enrollment link. It will prompt you to fill out the 1099 to proceed with Archer Evolution. After that, you will pay the enrollment bundle option of your choice, and after that, you will get your agent ID. Once you have that, let me know and I will walk you through the training. And then this is where you put in um, your enrollment link for them, okay? Because everybody is going to have a different one. You want to make sure it says your name at the end of the enrollment link, okay? You don't want to sign someone up under someone else's name, okay? Um, if you have an iPhone, you can get an app called WordBoard and save scripts to that. I also use Google Keep is good because you can have an app and use it on the computer. You don't have a limit of how many scripts you can have, things like that. I'm sure I've never used WordBoard, but I'm sure it is really good. I can't say anything about it, but I've just never used that. Okay, now we're going to handle objections with scripts. What do you say to a prospect who says they want to sign up, but they don't have the money? They are also vague and do not give a specific time of when they have the money. You say, I see. Besides the money, do you feel as though working remotely from home, booking travel, would provide you a solution of creating a source of income for you? See what I'm doing? I'm not putting them down in not putting them in a corner. I'm trying to get them back into the convo. This will tell you it's a money thing, or is there another objection hiding? With the pressure off, they may feel more apt to tell you. Once you have that objection, you are back in the convo. Text your platinum so they can help you close. If it is purely a money thing, set the date and time for when you need to follow up and make sure you follow up. That's very important. Okay, and there is a team building chat for our team, and we can get y'all into that, and that's how you can text your platinum. If they give you an objection, get a hold of your platinum. This is where we come in to help you close. If they say that this opportunity would provide a solution, ask them, and why is that? What I'm doing here now is getting them to sell me on the opportunity and why they would make a good fit. Once they give you that response, please send them to your platinum to help you close from there. Advanced prospect objections and how to handle step by step. Objection prospect says, I'm just not ready to make a decision right now, or I need to wait a bit, or I need to think about this. You say, absolutely. Before I put your file to the side for now, what is your main goal in wanting to partner up with, that's supposed to be us, not up. So that way, once you're ready, I have notes on how we can best help you. Okay. And the great thing is in this document, you'll be able to copy these and paste them. Okay. So you just copy and paste it right from here. When the answer is given here, screenshot and send to your platinum so they can give you a copy and paste respond to maximize closing. Again, this is about staying in the conversation. Objection. Prospect says, I need to speak to my husband. This is a very common response. You say, absolutely. Do you plan on doing this together as a duo? We have a ton of successful duos. Or do you plan on doing this solo? Let them tell you which one, regardless if they say together or solo, respond with this. You say, write a couple words to acknowledge what they said. Okay. Chat GPT can also help you with this. And then you're going to add, would your husband, wife, fiance, significant other, whichever one they referred to them as, be in support of you finding an opportunity to be able to work remote? Typically, what happens here is they say yes and give you the reason why they want to work from home, and or a yes followed by a but. Take note that that take note that but is typically the real objection, which is good. We just moved the partner buffer to discover the true objection. Sometimes they're not going to come out and tell you right away exactly what it is. They want to just try to be vague. So we got to kind of dig a little deeper. Okay. When the answer is given here, screenshot and send to your platinum so they can give you a copy and paste response to maximize closing. This can vary based on what the prospect is feeling. Work with your platinum to help bring it back around and close. Objection. Prospect says, I'm just comparing my options right now. You say, absolutely, no problem. Let me ask you a quick question. How long have you been looking for an opportunity? Let them answer. Got it. And what are some of the opportunities you have found? So you're questioning them, asking them, what else have you found? Let the prospect answer. This is allowing them to let their guard down. Again, we just want to stay in the convo. And then screenshot. You say, let me ask you, regardless of if you started with me or company or X company, enter the time in the timeline of their answer to how long they've been thinking about of solving their problem. Do you think you would have been in a different position today? Do you think some sort of progress would have happened? What some of our agents found was it was actually more expensive not making a decision rather than waiting for the most perfect opportunity at the most perfect time. Life will always be life. We give you the tools to start taking control of what happens moving forward. Do you think if you were given the tools and duplicatable system by our top successful travel bookers, you would implement what they are doing to help you see the progress you need? Anything they say from here, just screenshot and send to your platinum. They will help you close and offer a three-way call to quickly capitalize on the moment to help bring this agent on board. Prospect says, I'm worried about paying for the $89.99 every month. I need to make money, not spend money. Now, here's where you're going to say, I completely understand where you're coming from about the monthly fee. Let me share some perspective. Our goal is to help agents not just cover their monthly costs, but to get profitable as quickly as possible. We've designed a proven system that helps get new agents up and running with the tools and strategies they need to generate commissions fast. Through our quick cash class, you'll learn how to leverage our wholesale suppliers and to earn instant commissions. Plus, you'll have access to top performing travel bookers who share their exact methods for gaining clients and building consistent income. It's all about implementing simple step-by-step strategies, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Do you feel like you're ready to learn and apply these strategies to start building your business? If you're met with any sort of objection except for money, what do? You're going to text your platinum. Okay. Do not reply back to your prospects. Screenshot the conversation and send to the screenshot to your platinum. This is how you learn. Your platinum will give you a copy and paste text, so send it back to your prospect, literally taking all the work off of you. Do not struggle in silence. We are here to help you get your goals faster, or they will get on the phone for a three-way call and help you set that up. Okay, now we're going into the follow up the day after. So this is everybody you sent the welcome text to with the enrollment link. So they said, I'm ready. I want to enroll. You send that to them. And let's see here. And they ghosted you after that. They never said, hey, I have my enrollment link, or not my enrollment link. I'm sorry, my agent ID. Always do this the next day, not 20 minutes after you sent the link, etc. The next day. Okay, that's first thing in the morning. That's what you're going to go ahead and do. You're going to look through your list. You're going to say, oh, okay, Joe, John, and Jack, they all said they were ready yesterday, but only Joe and John did not sign up. Okay, then you're going to get a hold of them. All right, never go into follow up under posture. Question prospects ask themselves, can this person get the results they say they are going to get me? So you're going to say, hey, so and so, I was reviewing the list of people who joined us after the meeting and noticed your name wasn't there yet. I wanted to make sure you are still interested in partnering with us to work remotely and earn income. We're starting our onboarding training today, and I'd love to see you there. Let me know by the end of the day so I can finalize your spot and get you all set up, and then your name. Okay? Even better, if you have the confidence to send them a voice memo, please practice a few times out loud, I can't tell you how many times I've went to send a voice memo and I've had to delete the voice memo and start over like 10 times, okay? So it's okay. We're not perfect. The great thing is we can delete it before we send it, okay? Follow-up scripts. So this is 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks after you've last heard from each scenario, okay? Scripts for those that have to been rescheduled, no show for meetings, or attended but ghosted. Send a follow-up 2 weeks after, every 2 weeks, okay? Until they tell you, don't text me again, don't call, I don't want to hear from you, or whatever they say, okay? Just keep sending them. All right. Hey, so and so, are you against partnering up with us to work remotely and make some income? You've recently scheduled a meeting to learn more about booking travel remotely. Is working remotely still something you're trying to achieve? We're opening up a couple of meetings this week. Either tell them they can self-schedule or insert Calendly link, or give them the next two available times. If not, let me know and I'll close out your file with us. Cheers. Follow up 2 weeks after you last heard from each scenario. Script for those that have attended the meeting, expressed interest of signing up, was given the link but never signed up. Hey, so and so, you had reached out to me about becoming a remote travel agent. I was looking over the list of those who had partnered up with us from a couple weeks ago after our meetings and noticed your name wasn't on there. Are you against partnering up with us to work remotely and make some income? Let me know if you're ready to get started so I can send over the enrollment paperwork. Need to schedule a time to refresh how the travel industry can benefit you? My next available meeting is, give the next two times, or direct the self schedule on Calendly. If not, let me know and I'll close out your file with us. Remember, this is a numbers and consistency game. As long as you remain in phase one, consistently exposing and inviting people to calls and using these scripts to close, you will start seeing results. Get used to the word no. You will hear it over and over again. If the word no or somebody saying no is taken personally, it will take you longer to see results. Remember, we do not care about the no's. We do care about people who want this opportunity. The no's and do not ever discourage me. They do not have the power to make me minimize my efforts. They do not have the power to ever make me want to stop helping someone else. I will be successful. I will show up. I will put in the effort and the discipline to become consistent and master this craft. You got this. Okay, random objections or ones that may come up during the objection handling phase. I'm nervous. I wouldn't know how to sell or find any clients. That's a natural feeling to have, but because nervous shouldn't put you in a place where you don't take action. This is exactly why our training and mentorship is so powerful. We don't leave you guessing or wasting time on trial and error. Instead, we teach you the exact marketing strategies that top producing agents use to consistently book 20,000 to 60,000 and travel every month. This industry isn't limited to just one type of client. It's about knowing how to position yourself in front of travelers before they book, and exactly what we train you to do. You'll be learning directly from agents who already mastered these strategies and are actively winning in this business. If we put you in front of them, gave you the blueprint, and showed you how to duplicate their success, would you take action and apply it? Yeah, we're just about done. How do I get clients? Great question. This is exactly why our training and mentorship. Did I just read this one? Nope. It was the second line in that. Okay. Just making sure. Sorry, guys. I got lost. Um, Great question. This is exactly why our training and mentorships are so powerful. We don't leave you guessing or wasting time on trial or error. Instead, we teach you exact marketing. It's the same exact paragraph as above, okay? This industry isn't limited to just one type of client. It's about knowing how to position yourself in front of travelers before they book. And that's exactly what we train you to do. We put our current successful booking agents on Zooms so they can teach you the strategy step by step so you can turn around and start implementing it for yourself. Whether you want to do it or learn about in-person strategies or online apps, email marketing, we have agents being successful all areas, and we do not believe in gatekeeping. So you get access to all of that training. You'll be learning directly from agents who have already mastered these strategies and actively winning in this business. If we put you in front of them, give you the blueprint, and showed you how to duplicate this success, would you take action and apply it? Now we got a couple more objections. Is this an MLM? You say, totally fair question. This is a licensed travel business platform where you can earn booking actual travel from with the option to expand if you want to. There's no competing, no sales quota, just membership, access, and tools to build something real. Think more like real estate or cosmetology. Small buy-in, but income based on effort, not hourly caps. Let me ask you this though. What were you hoping to improve when you started exploring remote options? Or you say, totally fair. And I get why you think most people hear MLM and instantly think of recruiting only models with no real product or service. This is different. We did over 550 million in travel sales alone in 2024 and are projected to grow that number by 20 or 30% by the end of this year. People are earning commission by booking real trips, hotels, resorts, cruises, and more. The option to build a team is there, just like any brokerage. But the core of what we do is travel sales. Out of curiosity, if you could build a flexible income by simply booking travel for others, would that change how you are seeing this? Now, that's the end of that. Okay. Please write your questions down. If you have any, we're going to answer them at the end. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let's double check and see what is next. I think, yep, Facebook. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go over Facebook real quick, and then I'm going to let Kit take over so I can take a quick break, and then we'll end with one more training after that. All right, guys. So we're on Facebook. I need to show you exactly what to do. So I need to open this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post a team building ad. Let me actually should just come up with this one. Uh, and if you don't have, not that one. Here it is. If you don't have any your scripts saved in something, take all of those scripts from the last for inviting and closing and put them into something so you have them on hand. You can do it right there. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you exactly how to post in a group. Okay. Okay. So first I'm going to just go to my groups. And let's go to, let's search. Let's do work from home. So now you're going to have to get added into these kind of groups first, okay? So you're going to have like work from home, um, network marketing, moms groups, local local groups around your area, all kinds of different ones. Okay. If you need more, just reach out to me and I can give you a whole list of different types of groups. Okay. I have a list actually right above me of what types of groups. So we're going to just go into a work from home. Like I said, you're going to have to join these first. I'm in so many different ones. So therefore, I'm just kind of floating right now because I just have way too many groups. Okay. Um, as I see new ones come in, I do add myself to them. Like I see this one. This one I could join. It is a UK group, so I don't know if I would really do that one. I like to try to stick with the US ones. It's just a lot easier. So we're going to go to, let's see if this one should be good. Okay, so you're going to take this script right here. Have you ever booked a trip on Expedia, Disney, Carnival, or similar sites? What if I told you that you could earn commission on those same bookings? You can learn how to monetize your love for travel, set your own schedule, get paid every time you book, and even access wholesale travel rates, all with full training included. Curious how it works? Text travel to 812-841-5947. That's my phone number. Or DM me for more info. Because like I said, you're going to have to adjust it for your own, um, for yourself. So like if it says my name, you're going to have to change it to your name, my phone number, your phone number, you get it. Okay. So we're going to, and you can make these type of flyers on Canva or Chat GPT. I've been having them make some for me. Um, let me find one. I have a lot on here. Here, this one's a good one. Want the scoop on being a remote travel advisor? That one's good. I'll show you a couple others. Here's earn commission on your next travel booking. Um, here's become your boss. Um, something like that. I have a couple really good ones. Yeah, so here, travel agents wanted. That one's done really good in the past. Just put on there, this is not a job, it's a business. Message me for details, keep it very minimal. And if you need help creating these, let me know, or I can send some over to you, okay? Because they do not have my name or phone number on these, most of them, okay? Some of my older ones, they may have those, but these new ones do not. Um, this one is really good as well. I really like this one. It looks nice. It looks inviting, like definitely like travel. And this one is good as well. So, make sure you guys get a hold of me. Here's another one. See, this one does have my info on it, but I can always go in and change this one because this one is from Canva and I can delete my phone number off there before I send it to you. So I can go ahead and send some over. Just let me know. But we're going to stick with this one because it looks inviting. And then we're just going to post it. Now, this one went right through, okay? There's going to be some groups where they're not going to go right through. So what your goal is going to be is you're going to post this in 5 different groups, okay? 2 times a day. So you're going to do a total of 10 per day. If they're pending, that's fine, okay? Some may take a little bit to go through, and then some maybe they just don't allow you to. It happens, okay? Just keep track of what groups, you're posting in and things like that. Or, I mean, I guess you can just like check your content to see like when you've posted and things like that. But that becomes a little bit overwhelming. So I recommend like either write it down on paper or keep a spreadsheet. That's what I do. I'm a spreadsheet person. So you're going to do that. Okay. 5 different ones. And twice a day. Then what you're going to do is you are going to go to your groups again and you are going to search um, needs to work from home. And we're going to go to group post is what we're going to click on. You're going to read these posts from different groups that you're in because they're going to show up right here. Now, I'm in so many where I can just scroll my feed and they're popping up left and right. My husband, he said his doesn't do that, but he doesn't spend as much time on social media as I do. He has a 9 to 5. So he actually has to go in and search them. So it just depends on how your algorithm is and things like that, okay? Okay, so I'm reading this. Um, everything this says, it says, "Hi everyone, I'm looking for freelance work from home projects and digital marketing. I have 3+ years of experience in Instagram management, posting, writing captions, handling DMs, inquiries, basic Canva design, basic boosting, and influence." Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to finish reading that because I see they're not in a good country we need. Okay, so you're going to scroll through here and you're going to find some people that are looking for work from home jobs. Now, you're going to find a lot of people advertising for work from home. So the goal is you need to find the ones that want to work from home. Here we go. This is going to be perfect. They're talking about they're looking for a work from home job. They have 15 years in customer service. They can't afford childcare, and one of us needs to be home for her before and after school and such. I'm definitely interested in travel agent jobs. See, this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. I forgot to bring up Chat GPT, but I'm going to copy um, her post. I'm going to get into my Chat GPT. And I'm going to say, I need a response for this post. And then I'm going to paste it. Now I'm going to hit enter. Okay. And now they're going to give me, now obviously I have trained my Chat GPT. I do these all the time. So they know what I'm doing. Okay. So if you're just starting out on Chat GPT, you're going to have to train it a little bit. You might have to say, fix this or fix that, or, change this, change that, whatever. Okay. So you can also make a slightly shorter version that fits better in public as a public Facebook comment. Yes. So I'll just put yes. Oh, I can't even spell, but they knew what I meant. Okay. I completely understand wanting something flexible that lets you be home for your little one. That's actually how I got started too. Our team helps people get started in the travel industry with full training and support, even if you've never traveled before. If you'd like more info, send me a quick DM and I'll share the details. This is perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over here to Facebook. I don't care how many people have commented. That does not mean nothing to me, okay? Because people read other people's messages, okay? So I am going to paste that and then I'm going to erase all this because I don't really need to have all that. We're just going to get straight to the point. And then I am going to add on my virtual business card. I just got to find it. It's in here somewhere. We don't need, hold on. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's my physical one. Here it is, the virtual one. This one has Archer's information on it. It's the one that we actually have like physical copies of that we give out to people because it has to have extra information on it, but this one does not. So I post this one. It's right here and I paste it. Now, here it is right here. Okay. So I like my virtual card to be bright, loud, like you want it to catch people's eyes. Because when you're scrolling through here, okay, okay, they have a nice picture of a beach. Okay, cool. Um, but as you see, they're just a lot of comments, right? See, here's this person, very catchy again, but I like mine. It's like I said, it's going to stop someone from scrolling. Okay. And that's the whole point. So you're going to do this 5 times in the morning, 5 times in the afternoon. You can even do like 5 times in the evening if you want. Okay. Just on different ones. Now, you're not going to be able to do that many from like right out the gate, right? You're going to have to add groups before you can start doing this. Okay, so that takes care of the post. the engagements. Now, honestly, the engagements is where it's important, okay? Because that's where I get most of my people that get a hold of me is through my actual engagement ones off of someone else's post. They're like, "Hi, I saw you're a travel agent," or they'll send me a screenshot of the comment that I made with my virtual business card, and they'll be like, "Can I get info too?" Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine. All right, now we're gonna go back home and where's my oh, here it is. Okay. So let me go to my actual page. I don't need to make a post right now, but I'm going to show you what I post. Okay. So you want to make sure you get your Facebook set up for success. Okay. I have another training on this, more detailed in the marketing. If you need that, I can get that over to you. Um, it's just like attraction marketing, and that's what we're trying to do here, okay? Because people are watching you whether you know they are or not, okay? So I again took my card, my virtual business card right here, posted it as my cover photo because I want to make sure they know that I'm a travel agent, okay? I have in here mom, wife, Nan, travel agent, travel mentor, inspiring journeys. Sums it all up. I'm a specialist, okay? Gives a little bit of information about me. And then I'm pinned this post, and it just kind of sums up my story, how I got started as a travel agent, okay? And then here's a nice picture of us on our balcony on a cruise at a port in the Bahamas. So then you're gonna just start like posting about what's going on. You need to either do lifestyle, inspirational, gratitude, personal win, and what's the other one? Oh, behind the scenes. Okay. You can do one of those five things. You don't have to do them all in one day. I kind of put them all together. This was my post for today. I'm just talking about that we're kicking off our session 1 of 3 of the boot camp that we're teaching. We've been prepping for this, blah, 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 blah. So here's one every day. All right. Every day. Um, Started with an early appointment. Now we're waiting on my cousin. Guys, see, we had to have our furnace fixed. Okay. So, my cousin, my family has a heating and cooling business. So thankfully for that, we got it fixed. And then between that, I'm getting everything ready for one of my amazing clients heading on a cruise this coming summer and working on another trip for next month. Some days are busier than others, but I'm truly grateful for this opportunity. Being able to work around my life instead of living around my job is something I'll never take for granted. Okay. So these are things people are watching. Okay. I did share this post and it was from my business page. I had posted that, and this just allows me to show you right now what kind of things I post on my business page. Okay, so I had ChatGPT make this flyer. I had ChatGPT write something related to travel to post on my business page, and this is what it came up with. Um, you know, it's it's very simple. Okay. So post something and those 5 pillars, post something from there once, at least once a day. I try to just do once a day. Sometimes I'll do like twice if like a lot of things happening. If we have a training, I'll take a picture of our training, post on there that we're doing a training or things like that. Um, whatever we're doing, okay? It could be something random, but typically I try to just keep everything to once a day, first thing in the morning. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. I've posted, right? Um, Here's one with midweek moments. Okay. So very, all my posts are similar. I reuse pictures. Okay. This is a picture from last week. Um, not this past week, but like the week before. I've used it a few times now. Here's one where I'm in my car heading somewhere, apparently. Oh, a few appointments. Okay, I have appointments almost every day, y'all. So it's been a busy weekend. Okay, yep, see here. Had a great team meeting with our platinum. This was last weekend. Um, and so on. See, here's that picture again. This is when I actually took it on Halloween. I got my computer in the background. This is my messy desk area. And, I just take a picture because it's real life. Okay. These are the type of things, you know, these are good things to post. Another picture with my desk, my computer behind there. Here's a picture of our team when we were on the cruise. Okay. These people are all on our team. I've met them, everything. All right. So post those, post on your business Facebook page, something travel related. All right. Um, that's what I'm going to keep it to for now. And if you want more depth on Facebook, then I can get you over to, I can get you the trainings on the traction marketing. There's two, part one and part two. Okay. Um, I think Kit is up next. Yes, he is going to be going over Craigslist, and then I'm going to close out with LinkedIn, exactly what I do every day on LinkedIn. So, I am going to go ahead and I need to get this script back up for him because I changed it. So give me 1 second so he knows which one we're using here. All right. So it's just right next to it.
All right. Did a great job with that. We're going to go over Craigslist. Now, guys, if you don't know what Craigslist is an online classified ads. So where you can go ahead and have jobs, you can be able to look for buying and selling things. We're going to show you how we use Craigslist here today. So, how to post an ad on Craigslist. So you're going to follow these step-by-step instructions to create and publish your ad on Craigslist effectively. So getting started, you want to register your account on Craigslist if you haven't already done so. This will allow you to manage your postings and receive responses. Okay, then what you want to go is to navigate to post an ad on the Craigslist homepage. You're going to choose your city from the available options. Select your local city if this is your first posting, because otherwise you will get blocked. They'll seem like you're probably trying to spam somebody. You want to select gigs offered from the category options and choose I want to hire someone. To indicate you're looking for services, select computer gigs as a specific category. The thing with Craigslist, it is very inexpensive way to have a job ad posted online for people to go ahead and see that. Ad details, you want to create a compelling title for your ad that clearly describes what you need. And you want to choose your postal code to help with the local targeting. So you're going to write your job description. Now, we use ChatGPT to generate your job ad content by requesting a professional job description that you can copy and paste into your listing. You want to include the essential contact information. That's your call to action. You want them to, text or reply back. We prefer to have them go ahead and text us so that we can immediately respond back to them. And if it was by email, it can take a little bit because we're not constantly checking our email all the time. Add your phone number at the bottom of the job description and include that clear call to action. Then finalize your post, click continue to proceed to the next step. Then you're going to select 1 to 2 clean professional images that relate to the posting. So going to be like a travel picture that you're going to have. Usually I like to do like beaches or hotels, something that's related to what we do every day. And then you proceed to the payment and publish your ad. Now we're going to go on directly to Craigslist and I'm going to show you how to do this, guys. So here we are on to Craigslist, and like we said, we have it set up in our local area that we're at right now in Indiana. So we're going to go over here, already logged in, and post an ad. All right, and so as we explained before, we're going to do the gig offered. So gig, again, you want to hire someone. We are looking to hire. So in every different area, it's going to be a little bit different price range. Where your area that you live at, it may be $3, it could be $2, it could be $5. It just changes by the area that you live in. Most of the time, it's going to be less than $5 that you're going to be on there. Um, we posted in different areas, and we've seen that it will have that to be a different cost on there. So we're going to select that one. Now we're going to go ahead and get our posting title, and we're going to go ahead and get what we want for our ad. Okay, so we're going to go over Chat GPT, and let's get in here, and I'm going to do, let's see. So I'm just asking it, I need you to write an ad that complies with Craigslist for a remote travel agent. And like Jessica explained, sometimes you have to kind of go through and change it a little bit. We'll see what it has there. Do you love helping others, planning experiences they'll remember forever? We're seeking motivated individuals. Team, what you'll do, assist in planning, booking, membership, no prior experience. All must be 18 or authorized to work in the U.S. This one is perfect. To learn more, reply to this posting with your name. Okay, so we're going to add just a call and to add the call to action to have them text us, text remote to us. So add to action. Then it's going to go ahead and update the ad for us, saving us time. And to learn more or reply to this post. Perfect. So now we have everything that we need for our ad. So we're just going to copy it. Go back over to Craigslist. Paste it in there. Make sure it looks good on there. I might adjust it a little bit. What you'll do, what we offer. To learn more or apply. Perfect. Then our title. Wanted. We put our city and neighborhood and our zip code. And then we're going to go down and hit continue. Oh, I did get our email address into it. Let's get this one. What's it saying? Some required information is missing and correct in red. Well, it doesn't have anything here. Um, let's see. Okay, we can publish our number. Usually don't have to do that. All right, give it just a moment here. I have everything right here. Oh, I think it's the compensation. So that's what we'll have on there. You can put an amount on there, which would be whatever. I'm going to just put an amount on there and we're going to go forward from there. Perfect. That's what it was. It's compensation. Didn't have it highlighted in red. All right, so we have everything here. Our zip code. Images. Like I said, we're just going to add one or two clean images. So I'm just going to get that from the internet. We should already have actually images we can add in there from our computer. They say maximum 24, but we really don't want to have that many images included into it. Um, okay. We'll just put one in there for now. Oh yeah, that's perfect. This is basically what our ad looks like, so you can review it here. That's perfect. And then we're going to hit publish. Okay, it's going to send us an email, so we're going to have to go into our email because we already have our information saved. Email verification. Complete your posting. Okay, $3. We already have our card already saved onto file, so we're going to continue to post in Terre Haute, Indiana. Okay. And then, of course, we always like to save everything. I'm going to print this receipt so we have it. Because this will be a tax write-off, just like your monthly that you pay is a tax write-off. Okay, and that's that part. And now we have successfully created this ad. Now, there's one other part with Craigslist that we go ahead and do. So we're going back to Craigslist again. I'm going to go back to the main screen. And now what we do is we do emailing from resumes. These are people that are already looking for jobs. They're posting resumes. They're looking for jobs. Now, we'll let you know that you got to be careful when you're looking on them. Some can be kind of off the wall resumes that they'll be looking for. But here, we'll go down here to resumes at the bottom. And what we go ahead and we do is we do a search for it, looking for work. or remote work. But I'll just put in there looking for work and we'll go from there. Now, what you're going to go ahead and see, you're going to have a lot of people that are applying for looking for jobs. You just kind of have to go through and see what they're looking for. Painter looking for work. CDL doesn't really apply, but here's one looking for work in the North Burbs. We'll find out here what this ad says real quickly. Searching for, oh, this one's perfect. I'm searching for almost any kind of work that pays cash. So they're looking for some type of work, but it could be somebody that could be open to other opportunities. That's what we like to go ahead and see on here. So they can drive taxi, delivery, installation, personal assistant, running errands. I like to look for people that are open to working online. So this one would be the perfect example on here. So what we would do is we would send an email to them. We have a script right here that we're going to go ahead and copy and send to them. Now, so we will apply, give an email, and then we're going to go ahead and just be able to reply using the default mailing app. That's theirs. I'm going to reply using our Gmail. I do it on my phone, so it automatically defaults to the Gmail on here. Okay, and there we got the information there for them. We're going to go ahead and post our script that we have in there, and then you send it. Now, what we like to do is we like to go ahead and send out approximately 10 of these a day. So that will be able to go ahead and open it up. I'm going to try and see if we can find somebody looking for, I'm going to type in remote work, see if we can get somebody that's going to be more what we are looking for at this point. Here it is. I'm looking for remote work, work from home only, no meetups, work. Perfect. Now it's out of our area that we live in, but this is somebody that could be available to go ahead and do this. Perfect. And then you'll find other ones that are just like it. Looks telemarketer, appointment setter, virtual marketer needing. They're looking for assistant. I don't think really looking for an assistant is what we'd want to go ahead and find. But this one here, we would go ahead and use to send one out there. So let's do a reply. We'll do one more. As you can see, it's pretty easy to go ahead and do. And bring it up here. It's loading up the email. We post that in there and then we send it on the way. And that is the best part of there with using Craigslist. Very easy to use, able to go back through to look through resumes and then actually post a job. Inexpensive to go ahead and use, and everybody can go ahead and use that every day to get your job posting out there. So I think with that, we're going to go ahead and turn it back over to Jessica so she can finish up with LinkedIn.
Yes, I am. That way you guys can get on out of here. I know it's running a little bit behind, but we are just about done. LinkedIn is going to be very quick, very easy. Um, so let's get on over here. All right. So if you don't have a profile yet, you're going to need to make one. Um, I personally got locked out like at least 2 years ago of LinkedIn, and it's been about probably 3 months now that I've been back into um LinkedIn. It was like September Okay, so maybe like 2 months. Um, and I made a whole new LinkedIn. They locked me out because I changed my last name when Kit and I got married, and my ID did not match. So they they thought I was a scam, whatever, and they locked me out. So I ended up making a whole new page, and like 2 months ago with different email address, all that. And now I have been adding. I've already done this today, so I can't actually like do it because these are things I do first thing in the morning every day. Okay. So the first thing is, let me get this out of my way. I go to my network. Okay. And I just start following people that are have this green thing on here. Okay. If it says open to work. Those are the type of people I want to connect with. Okay. So I will connect with those. I do 20 of them a day. So I just go through, start counting. I can do one to show you what it is. Boom, done. Okay. I do 20 of them a day and then I'm done. Okay. You're going to get notifications to say if they accepted your invite or your follow or whatever. I'm not sure if I have any of those on here. Um, yeah, it doesn't say, probably because I cleared it out, but that's okay. You'll get different notifications on here. Shows my post reached 18 people. That's great. Okay. So I'll do that. That's done. Then I'm going to switch over to my make a post. Okay. Now, let me get on I make the post on my business page. Okay. So here's the ones from today. We'll just look at those. So I do two different ones. The one I do, it's going to be travel related. So I just tell ChatGPT, hey, I need a travel related post for today. A lot of times, whatever I post on my Facebook, on my business page on Facebook, it's going to be the same exact thing as I post on LinkedIn. Okay. And like I said, I always post it on my business page and then I share it because it has this repost thing right here and I'll share it to my personal page. So see, you can see I can choose which one I want to share it to. So I always leave it on my personal one. Okay, so that's pretty much all I do with that one. And then let's get back here because here we go. Now, this one I post, it's going to be business related, team related, business related, whatever you want to do. You're going to have to make it sound like you. You guys can't post exactly everything I'm posting because, when I'm making my post, it sounds like me. And we all talk differently. Okay, so as you see, this is basically the same post I put on my personal Facebook page today. Okay, now I don't always do that, okay, because it's not always on my Facebook page about business, okay, but today it happened to be. So, I was able to do that and I just did like a leadership thing today because that's just how I was feeling. Um, Let me go back and see if I can get a better example here real quick for some of the business ones. That's a travel one. Ah, here we go. Oops, hold on. here we go. So, I think it may have posted it on the wrong one. That's okay. Uh, Building together, growing together. One of the things I've learned in business is success doesn't happen in isolation. It happens in collaboration. Every win we celebrate at Adventures with the Bissingers is a result of a team that shows up, learns, and grows together. From new agents taking their first client call to seasoned leaders mentoring others, everyone brings something unique to the table. We don't just build a business here. We build confidence, purpose, and financial freedom through connection and consistency. If you've been looking for a team that cheers your goals as much as their own, you just might have found it. Okay. So, and then here is a picture from at the convention on the cruise. Okay. That when we did a team picture. So, these are things I post. I just do the two, one travel, one business. That's it. Okay. And the connections, I do those. And then if you want to post a job on LinkedIn, you also can do that. Um, some people can post for free. Okay. Like see right here, it says post a free job. Just go over to where it says jobs on LinkedIn. You can go to post a free job. It will not let me post one no matter what it says. Okay. By the time we get to the end of it, it's going to be something different. It's going to say like $8 a day or something like that. So you just put in the title you want to use, cruise planner, remote. You can put travel planner, whatever you want to put, okay? And then use Chat GPT to help you write a description. Okay, so here we are. Here's one. You can also use Draft with AI. I personally like to use the Chat GPT because that's what I use the most. They know what I need, and just tell it to make it to pass LinkedIn's guidelines. Okay. And then you can add in questions if you want. I typically do the what is it? 18 or older. US, are you in US? Basically things like that. You don't have to. Um, I don't think I have any on here right now. Um, and if they don't, yeah, see, you can do the rejection settings, um, hiring frame, things like that. You don't have to put anything in here. They just did this for me. I don't, yeah. This is where you can put 18 years old. And then you can put US citizen. Okay. Um, and then you can hit continue. Here. No, we're not doing that. So if we do like $8, see, it will, but I can't even go down to 7. It'll pop up after I'm done. Oh, it's gonna let me put 7. See, it wanted to make me a liar. Okay, we're not doing this. Okay, I don't want to pay. Right now, I've got plenty of other applicants I'm getting, so I don't want to do this right now. Okay, I did one a while back ago. Um, and I'm going to show you that. Okay, so this is a draft. Draft. Okay, hold on. Closed. That's where I need to be. Okay, as you see, I spent $30. I got 28 applicants. Now, typically you can get this one was a free job post. So a lot of times they'll let you do one free one and then you have to pay. So basically I spent $30 and I got 28 49 applicants, okay? So I mean that's not too bad, but uh, I just don't want to spend that right now. Holidays are coming up. There's other ways we can get them for free or less, okay? But in the future, if you're in a better position to go ahead and do these, this is a great way. A lot of people hit their goals by going on LinkedIn, okay? So I'm not saying that it's not a great resource. I'm just saying I don't want to spend the money right now. But that's me personally. I get plenty of others. So that's pretty much all I do for LinkedIn. There's a lot of other options you can do in LinkedIn. Um, I just don't use those services, I guess, maybe. This is just what I do, okay? Everybody is going to do something different. Um, so that is all I have for this session. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Let's